So now that we talked about planning for a hybrid cloud, let's talk about building a hybrid cloud. So there's a few concepts you need to understand. Number one, dealing with the requirements again. We have to focus on our business and technology needs in order for us to build the hybrid cloud correctly. We need to understand the foundations of a process for doing that. You need to understand components of the build and also keep learning. Dealing with requirements. So when we look at requirements, we look at basically a circle of continuous things that we're considering. Security, the ability to secure the system and provide bases of security that's reflective of our compliance needs, our enabling technology, our user base, types of data. All those things really feed into this. Governance, how we're going to govern the systems. Functionality, or what the applications need to do to carry out the proper functions to support our business processes. Data that needs to be supported, what kind of data, how it's leveraged. Are they going to be in databases? Is this going to be raw storage system? Is it going to be structured or unstructured data? And then DevOps, the ability to do development and operations and the ability to create an application factory and a solution factory. It's able to take all of these things and basically combine them and produce them into some sort of a solution they're able to carry into the enterprise. So in building a hybrid cloud, let's look at the foundation of the process. So here we have a pyramid representing the highest level process, including integration, the ability to, in essence, create something that's going to allow the components to communicate one to another. Ultimately, this has to be a distributed system that's able to work as an integrated whole and function holistically. Next is orchestration. So we need to have loosely coupled ability to ride processes on top of the existing infrastructure and allow us to, in essence, guide things to occur at a much more higher level. The idea of orchestration is that we're putting volatility into a single domain. So in other words, we're dealing with complexity by leveraging an orchestration layer that allows us to change things through a configuration versus reprogramming. Then deployment, the ability to push things out into the environment and make them operate correctly. There's lots of things that are part of this. There's testing, there's staging, there's testing in terms of deployment systems, and there's operational readiness and the ability to kind of turn these processes over to operations directly from deployment. And then finally, test and acceptance, the ability to look at something and see if it's ready to be accepted into production. In other words, it's passing the smoke test. We've done the linear regression testing through the various systems. We've done the component testing, the black box testing, the white box testing. All these things as automated as we can to ensure that the workload that's being deployed on the hybrid cloud is functional, useful, and it's going to be stable. Components of the build. So obviously hybrid cloud is going to be integration, including data and behavior. It's going to be deployment, including staging, production, and configuration management. It's going to be test and acceptance, including continuous testing and continuous deployment. It's going to be orchestration, including abstraction and automation, the ability to, in essence, remove ourselves from the complexity of a hybrid cloud, which is a complex distributed system. Therefore, we're going to hit a tipping point where there's so much going on that human beings are unable to look at it, monitor it, and control it. And we need to abstract ourselves away from that using orchestration layers, management and monitoring layers. All those sorts of things are very important. Keep learning. So again, you can find more about this topic in the next video unit, and I encourage you to carry on.